Era Game and her cohorts in New Babylon. Book 2, The Big Spinner. Page 14. Journey by stopping at a concrete slab by the river docks. Era jumped out of the train and looked around. She could see the river house open and inviting, but empty. The river boats were moored and empty too. Right down the river was a stone path, and Era immediately saw a doll sitting upright, smiling at her. It also had a note pinned to it. Era was hungry and needed a bath, but robbers had dashed out caring about the little things, and she scooped up the note. It read, "Come down the path to the great cavern. Your friends are here. Come alone. Cult of Cathode Ray." Again with the cult of Cathode Ray. Era jogged down the path, dropping the note. The interior of the cavern's entrance was dark, but there was a light coming from the tunnel at the rear of the cave. Between Era and the tunnel lay a table, and Era stopped to look at it. The top was covered with sharp-looking knives, each with a letter of the English alphabet engraved on the hilt. Era picked up one of the knives to examine it. By the weight and the look of the blade, Era realized right away what the knife was for. Bravo and Dillinger had grabbed the electric car and followed the train down to the river, and after checking the river house, they found the rail car and the note in the front seat. They immediately went into panic mode and pulled blades from their seats. They found the second note and ran down the path. As they got close to the cavern, they heard chanting, the sounds of sparks and a howl of ghosts coming from the cavern. In a sweat, they pierced the cavern and passed the table. They saw the knives, and they began to sprint towards the loud sparking and chants. Howling became a screech as they entered another great cavern in the rock to see Era's friends and families huddled together watching the show in horror. In the center of the room, two robed figures grabbed Era Game by the arms, making her drop a large knife. Another taller robed figure approached Era with a knife raised high in his hand. He boomed, "You have come to save your friends, Era. Good fortune will bestow them, but you," the robed figure closed at the distance, "must die in their place, so commandeth Cathode." Bravo reacted with a snarl, and Dillinger coughed, "You die!" So loudly everyone turned to look except the tall robed figure who thrust his knife into Era's chest, making her jerk and scream. A scream of agonizing disbelief as she realized it was her uncle who had stabbed her. "You all die!" yelled Bravo.
Journey by Era Game and her cohorts in New Babylon. Book 2, The Big Spinner. Page 14.